what's up, everyone? This is Ren with Dance with My Demons podcast. Are you looking to start a podcast? Then let Buzzsprout be the way. Today is a great day to start your own podcast. Whether you're looking for a new marketing channel, have a message you want to share with the world, or just think it would be fun to have your own talk show. Podcasting is an easy, inexpensive, and fun way to expand your reach online. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your show could be online and listed on all the major podcast platforms like Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and many more, just within minutes of finishing your recording. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners, and the team at Buzzsprout is passionate about helping you succeed. Join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. With Buzzsprout, you can create something great together. Follow the link in the show notes, which lets Buzzsprout know we sent you. Buzzsprout will send you a $20 Amazon gift card if you sign up for a paid plan, and it's sent after a second paid invoice. And it helps support our show as well. Buzzsprout, the best way to create a great and professional podcast. Later. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ren with Dance with My Demons podcast. This is season 3, episode 6, and I've entitled it Suffering in Silence. Typically, by other episodes, it feels more like a therapy session, let's say. But this one just feels different to me. This one, to me, even though they're all personal to me, but this one just feels like it touches closer to home, I guess. Living with bipolar and also being introverted it's such a weird kind of combination. You know, it's tough enough to manage, your bipolar and how you go about your everyday life, but being introverted on top of it, I think adds another layer of, complications, I guess. I'm not going to sit here and complain and be like, woe is me, because I know there are others with mental illness who are suffering much worse. But for me, it's a strange, combination, I guess, to have. Probably one of the toughest things about being introverted and bipolar is trying to maintain relationships in your life. It's complicated because there's this thing of you want to have personal relationships in your life, and when I say personal relationships, I don't just mean like your significant other. I mean your kids, in my case my kids, my parents, my siblings, my family members, my friends, my coworkers. It can be tough because instinctually, for me, it's like you want to just kind of hibernate and you want to go directly into this bubble of what feels good to you and what feels comfortable to you. And it can be lonely at times in a weird, complicated way. There's part of you that likes the loneliness and being alone and doing your own thing, but there's this other part, and I think why it affects me differently in this aspect is because in relation to my kids, my parents, my siblings, for me, I tend to kind of alienate myself from them, push away, isolate, And not because I don't want to be with them or be around them. It's not the case at all. It's just, I don't know. It's just this thing inside me that it just, I guess it just, I naturally gravitate more towards just being alone. It's a weird dichotomy, I guess, that I have between the two things. It sucks in a lot of ways, because I miss my kids. I love my kids very much. I love my parents very much. I love my siblings. I love my friends. You know, I love my significant other, obviously, but it's different in this case because with my significant other, you know, we're around each other on a more regular basis. But with others in my life, it's not quite the same because I'm not around them every day, and it requires more of, I guess, an effort or more of, I guess, me wanting to do it and needing to do it. And it's not always that easy. You think it would be, right? You know, just pick up your phone, just text or just call. But it's not. For whatever reasons that goes on inside my head, I tend to push away or isolate, like I said. It just seems to, I guess, be easier, I guess, or I gravitate naturally more towards just being alone or being away. And it's strange because at the same time you're thinking about it. You know, I'm thinking about my parents. I'm thinking about my kids so very much. I'm thinking about my siblings and my friends. You know, there's so many times where, you know, you get invited to social gatherings or you get asked to interact, and I always find myself pushing away. It's very weird. It's very, I guess, lonely at times. And it's not a lonely because I have to be. It's a lonely because I choose that. And by no means do I mean that in a crappy way towards anybody, like I want to not be around them, because that's not the case. But instinctually, that's what's happening. I naturally just do it. I choose to just be alone, isolate. You know, it's always so much easier for me to work alone, to do things alone, to, you know, work out alone, to read alone, to watch movies alone, all these things that we do. You know, I do them alone for the most part. And I know it saddens my fiance about it, because I know there's her aspect of it that wants me to be there, interact, and be close to her. But even as us being around each other, I still gravitate towards being alone. It's weird. Bipolar and introverted are very weird things. I guess I'll never truly understand it. It's just something, I guess, I don't know. I guess it's just something I live with. I deal with every single day. I don't know if I necessarily manage that part, more as that I just choose to push away and not get involved. I don't know. it's a funny thing to live with. You don't always want it to be that way, you know? You want to interact. You want to be a part of. But there's this thing inside you that keeps you from not. It seems like it should just be easy, right? But it's really not. I don't know if others out there feel the same way I do, or maybe go through that. But it's kind of what my life is. It's kind of like playing a song and putting it on a repeat to play over and over and over again. It's I don't know if it's necessarily a sad song or a happy song, but it's a song that's just there that keeps repeating. It's I guess if I could help anybody out there understand, especially my family, especially my kids, if I could help anybody understand, it's not that I don't want to be around you or be a part of your lives. I do. It's just something inside that pushes away. But always know, even when you don't hear from me or I'm not around you, always know that you are on my mind, you are in my thoughts, and that I am thinking about you all very much. And I love you all very, very much. You're very, very all important people in my life. And I can't ever imagine my life without you all, especially with you kids. I hope you all know that. To my fiance, I know it's hard, especially when you're alone or you feel alone, and I'm right there in the other room. It's not because of something you did, because it's not. It's just kind of what goes on inside. To the kids, I love you all very much. You mean the world to me. I wish I was different. I wish I could be different. I don't know if I always know how. I know how I feel inside, but it doesn't always translate in action. I don't know. Very weird, unusual type of life, I guess. So, I guess until the next episode, I hope if anybody else is going through something similar, that you know that you're not alone. I guess it's just a very weird time, I guess, as we transition out of summer, going into the fall. You know, I guess it's kind of expected to, to also feel the seasonal affective disorder. But also, I guess life changes. And I guess coincidentally, September is Suicide Awareness Month. So if there is anybody out there who's struggling, always remember that, there's other outlets out there. You're not alone. And if you need an outlet, you have the 988 number, which can help you. It's a 24/7, 365-day service, and somebody is out there to help you. And if not, I'm here. And I do care, because I understand. So with that being said, till the next episode, stay strong in mind, stay strong in heart, but most of all, don't let the demons get you down. Later. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I'll be back with an all-new episode very soon. Until then, you can catch past episodes of Dance with My Demons podcast on anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast on. You can also catch me on Instagram at Dance with My Demons 69, on Facebook, Dance with My Demons podcast, on X at DWMD podcast 69. And also, if you or somebody you know is going through an emotional or mental crisis, 988 is the National Suicide Lifeline. Keep that in mind. We're all in this together, and everybody needs each other's help. So until then, stay strong in mind, stay strong in heart, but most of all, don't let the demons get you down. Later.